What time is it? It's time for a comic book haul. The best time ever. Greetings and salutations, my fellow comic book lovers. This is Chris, and this is my channel, We Love Comics. And today, we got ourselves a comic book haul, and I am very happy to show it to you. And maybe you'll see something that you didn't know was out there, something that was a good enough price for you to make you look into it, or just because you like what we like to call comic porn, even though there won't be any porn. So sorry if you like that kind of porn. I'm sure there's plenty of channels for that. But without further ado, let's get right into it so you don't have to wait. Let's start with this one. I ended up getting two of these. Ever since I just started watching Rick and Morty, I only really decided to watch it about 3 weeks ago. So I watched the first two seasons, and I'm starting on the third season now. And this is definitely understandable why it's so popular. It's definitely not a cartoon for kids. It definitely has a lot of adult themes, but it is funny, it's sarcastic, it's entertaining, and I can understand why the comics are getting higher and higher in value. So this is a #1 issue. This is Rick and Morty. It is the Hot Topic variant, and I got two of those, and I got them for $16 a piece. I've seen them going for around $20 to $25. Now, this next book is definitely a book that teaches you get books not when everybody else wants them. Wait until they cool down, because you will always get much better prices. And that is a book I've wanted because I've seen how hot it was getting, especially with the Wonder Woman movie doing so well, and they are going to be having a second movie. This is Wonder Woman issue #1. This is, I think this is either Bronze Age or Copper Age. I'm assuming it's Copper with the 75 cents. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe this is a Copper Age book. This book, at one point, was going for anywhere from $40 to $90. I always tell people all the time, if you're going to buy comics, don't base it on emotion. Because what will happen is, as soon as a hot book comes out, everybody's going to jump on it. There's going to be people that are selling it to take advantage of it, and you will pay a lot more than you should. Now, of course, if it's a rare issue or something that you just don't want to pass up because you think you'll get a good deal, pounce on it. But I am one of those people that teaches to be patient. I've passed up many of these issues to wait for a decent price, and I found one. So this book is in pretty good condition. I mean, considering it's about probably, well, there you go, 1987. So 1 year before I graduated high school, I paid $14.49. I would say this is in probably very fine, maybe very fine condition for $15. Sounds good to me. All right, the next has a couple of comics. This is another one that I heard a lot about. It cooled off a little bit, and that's the time you got to pounce on it, because when some other big event comes out, I'm looking at the past event so I could get it a little cheaper, and I'll wait for the current event to have something else make people forget about it and pounce on it then. So we have God Country. This is by Image Comics, and I've heard a lot of good things about this comic. Haven't had the chance to read it, but I bought a couple of issues. This is issue #4. This is the second print. This is issue #3, the third print. Issue #3, cover B. I like that one. That's got a really cool cover on that one. This is issue #3, cover A. I like cover B a little bit better than cover A, but still. This is issue #2, first print. I like that they did kind of a sideways kind of drawing on that. This is issue #1, the third print. Issue #1, cover B, first print. And of course, the one that most people seek, that is issue #1, the first print. Now, I bought those all in a set, so with shipping and handling, it came out to $6.75 an issue. This book, graded at a 9.8, I've seen it sell for over $100. And I would safely assume, if I graded this, it would probably be a 9.6 to a 9.8. So, good prices. That is another book. If I find them, I will get these anytime. It's another sleeper, in my opinion. Everybody goes after, Batman Adventures 12. This is the Batman Harley Quinn. This is where Harley Quinn, has her first appearance in the DC continuity. And absolutely love this Alex Ross cover. This is a hard one to get in really high grade because of the black. I already have one graded at a 9.8, and I have probably 3 or 4 other copies. But like I said, I will add this anytime. This one, on the absolute tiniest of the bottom, it looks like there's a little tiny piece of color break. I mean, to the point where I think it would maybe make it go from a 9.8 to a 9.6. But as you can see, other than that, the black looks great. I mean, how do you not like that artwork? I mean, it's amazing to me. Paid $50 for it. So not a bad deal for that one. This is another one of those books I've been waiting like forever to find this. It ended up being too expensive, so I waited for a deal. And very happy about getting this one. This is a book I've been waiting for a while. This is Batman number 635, which is the first appearance of Red Hood. Love this cover. It's almost got like a cartoonish kind of style to it, but still with the colors and everything, it really stands out. And the lightning, separating the two characters in the background really just gives it nice depth. Now, this one could use a pressing on the back, but other than that, I mean, the front cover, as you could see, is in really good condition. And I thought those was breaks, but that's actually part of the artwork, I believe. But it doesn't matter. I've seen this book going for about an average of $75. Paid $50.65. And of course, I always include shipping costs. All right, 3 more books to go. I got myself a Golden Age book. I love getting the Golden Age. This one's not in the greatest of conditions, but for the price I paid for it, I can't complain. This is Batman issue number 58. So very early Batman. It's got an early Penguin appearance on it. As you could see, there's a piece of the cover missing here. There's a little bit of a piece missing here. There's some color breakage. Definitely this book has seen better days. But overall, still not bad. I mean, you're talking a book in the late 40s, maybe early 50s. Still intact. Both staples are intact. It just looks like it's been loved. Looks like there's a piece of tape there, but they're a little bit more lenient with Golden Age books when it comes to tape. Only paid $48.38 for this book. So, I mean, in my opinion, even with that, still can't go wrong with it. All right, 2 more to go. I have 2 of these books, but I didn't have this version of it. I actually did not know they had this. So this is one of those books you may want to look out for. This, I'm sure you know what it is. This is Shazam issue number 28, which is the second appearance of Black Adam, his first appearance since the Golden Age. He only had one other appearance, and that was Marvel Family, I think it's either The Marvel Family, issue number 1. And that book goes for thousands of dollars. That's his first appearance. So this is his second appearance since the Golden Age. So basically, his first Bronze Age appearance. So it took a couple of decades before they brought him back. Now, there's something different about this. This is actually what they call the Mark Jewelers insert version. It's a variant of the comic, because there were certain comics at some point where they were doing what was called a Mark's Jewelers insert. And I believe these were only distributed in military bases. That's why that was there. If there's more to it, or if I'm getting that wrong, please correct me. But there's not a lot of these out there. I mean, the regular version does not have the insert. So this is a special version of this book. And this is in really good condition. I mean, look at the colors. They really pop on this book. There's a little bit here of damage. Pages look off-white, but the spine looks great. No indents. I would say this is probably a 6.5, maybe a 7.0. Paid $134.15 for this. So with the Mark Jewelers insert, and I did check, and the insert is in there, so. Alright, this is another book that I've wanted for the longest time. It's a DC book, and you see I got a couple of DCs this time. Go figure, because I'm mainly a Marvel guy, but hey, you know, if there's good deals, it doesn't matter to me, DC or Marvel. If I enjoy it, you know, I don't do that whole brand loyalty thing just for the sake of saying screw another company if I like what they do. And especially Golden Age and Silver Age DC, to me, it's beautiful artwork. But this is a book I've been waiting for. This is such a super expensive book. I don't know how I got it for the price I got it, but sometimes it's all about timing and patience. So we have right here, this is The Flash, issue number 139. That is the first appearance of Dr. Zoom, a.k.a. Reverse Flash. Now, I've seen this book in like a 2.0 grade going for $200-300. I mean, this is definitely one of those books that's going to be in demand. I think they have to put him in a movie eventually. I think it'll be a little while, but I think especially if they do a solo Flash movie at one point, if they ever do that, I mean, how could you not have that character? And if they ever do, imagine this book is just going to skyrocket. So I really think this is probably a 4.0, maybe a 3.5. You see, it's got some what they call dog ears here. There's a little piece missing in the corner. There's some color breaks, and you see the color faded just a little bit. Staples are intact. There are some breaks that break color along the spine, but not anything major. Yeah, I would say about a 3.5 to 4.0 is a fair assessment of this. Let me know what you think. But I only paid, with shipping and handling, $105.50 for this book. So even at a 1.0, if this graded a 1.0, I would have still made out on that compared to what other people have been paying. And again, I've seen so many of these comics, and as bad as I wanted it, I'm not going to overpay for something. So if I could teach anyone out there, especially the newer people, when a book is hot, everybody's trying to sell it. And there's a whole supply and demand. When the demand is up, the price is going to go up. The same supply is going to be there a couple of weeks, a month, maybe a year or two later. And you'll get the price so much lower. It's all about timing. Remember, when it comes to any investments, buying low and selling high is the way to go. And most people buy high and sell as it's dropping. And you're not going to really be happy if you are the type that invests in these things if you're going to keep losing money. So be patient. Pass up on some of the comics that you absolutely want if you think you could get a better deal. And if you're patient, sometimes it could take a couple of years. But you will get the book that you want. If you're that emotionally attached to them and you have to spend the money right away, I mean, hey, if you got the money to do it, go for it. There is really no wrong way to do it. It's just my theory is, why spend more money when you don't have to? Because the money you save, you could buy other books with. So that is my comic haul. Don't forget to wait until the end, because I always do a surprise subscriber shout-out. Make sure you check that out. Show support and love to the people who get the shout-outs. If you'd like a shout-out, all you have to do is be a subscriber. And if you'd like one, and I haven't given you one yet, mention it in the comment section, because if I see that, within the next few videos, you will always get a shout-out. So I make sure I pay attention to that. Sharing my videos always helps. Don't forget, I have the contest still going, where I did a review of the, the Slab Pro Clear backing boards, where I given away a set of 10 of them. So that contest is still open, so go watch that video on that review to get the full details. And don't forget, it's not you, it's not I, it's We Love Comics. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next video. And you could tell this superhero's a pervert, because what does he do? He flashes. Ah! And he reverse flashes. Ah!